Is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Let me recognize the gentlelady from Texas, Ms. Sheila Jackson Lee, who has been outspoken on this issue as well, for 1 minute.
The gentlewoman is recognized.
It is good in this season to be surrounded by truth. Let me rise to support H.R. 9640, the Presidential Tax Filings and Audit Transparency Act of 2022, because this is a necessity. When the Ways and Means Committee investigated the IRS execution of its mandate to audit the taxes of a sitting president and found that during the Trump administration, the IRS has been in serious dereliction of its duty to audit the taxes of Donald Trump when he had been president. In fact, we have found and believe that in one time he's paid zero. I don't want to necessarily focus on Donald Trump, but he happens to be at the core issue of the fact, are we an equal society? The Ways and Means Committee has emphasized that it is. It leads us to the obvious questions: why? Did the IRS simply forget to do it? Did someone misplace his tax returns? Did the auditor of presidential tax returns retire? I think this legislation is imperative because it must be a general perspective that transparency is for everyone. And let me be very clear. There are hardworking members of the IRS, hardworking members of that
time
team.
has expired.
Gentlelady, another 30 seconds.
Gentleman is recognized for 30 seconds.
We know and see them all the time, but Mr. Chairman, in addition to the dereliction regarding the audit of Donald Trump, we have heard that if you are a school teacher, you are audited. I want to say to the IRS commissioner, you're a derelict in your duties. You're derelict in your sensitivity to constituents, to calls from members, and you're derelict in your duty and what you were supposed to do is related to the President of the United States, not only because he was president, but because he was an individual who continued to ignore the laws of the land. I said today was a day of truth in this holiday season. This legislation will bring truth and respect. Let's see those tax returns and let the IRS do its job on behalf of the American people. I yield back.
Gentlelady's time has expired. Members are reminded to address their remarks to the chair and not to a perceived viewing audience. The gentleman